Hi, it's Pilar at Collecting Our Angels, Nurturing Our Children. And I am doing my talk right now. It is about 1:40 in the morning. I was going to get up at 6 and head to the beach. And I'm having what we all know is insomnia. So I don't know if it is the energy in the air, um, the things I've been going through this week, or just waiting for this to come about. Just different things in my life moving around. So I just thought I would do it now. I know a lot of my followers, Italy. I know it's like 10:35 there in the morning. So good morning. Hoping you're having your lovely cup of coffee. London, I know you're around 9:40, 9:30, 9:40. Um, I just wanted to say good morning, and I wanted to make sure that we touch base with what we talked about last time and move on with some other wonderful things to talk about during this live chat, some questions and answers for back to school. So, like last time, we talked about scholar athletes. Where are you in your calendar? Do you have your calendar? Are you getting things ready on that calendar? Remember that we talked about those SAT and ACT dates. They need to be registered for, and you need to start studying for that. So get a move on and start planning out your essays and your studying. Last time we talked about belonging versus fitting in for our little ones for school, for elementary, middle school, and high school. It's a tough thing. But another question came up, which was, are my kids ready for their level right now entering the school year? A lot of parents wonder if their child is ready. Your child is ready. If you do see them struggling a little bit or feeling like they don't know all the answers like some of the other students, remind them that it really isn't a competition. Everybody learns at their own speed. So let them know that. Tell them to relax. Try not to make it a competition with your own child. Don't compare to the others. But if you do see something coming up, and they are struggling, let the teacher know, and then try to do some before school or after school work with the teacher or getting a tutor. Another thing I need you to remember is as the years go on in elementary school, our children will be good at math one year and reading might be a little lower in that same year. And then it flip flops and it will go back and forth like that every elementary school year. So just know that that happens. It's just the process of your child learning. A question I had about our theme of with healing is how to deal when you need to heal. So think about the healing process that works for you. Look back at your routine. What have you been doing? Maybe you go to the gym. Maybe you meet a friend every now and then. Maybe you do certain things with helping out others. Try to remain on your schedule, but give yourself some time. Something like if you were always walking, keep your walk in. Doing yoga is great. If you're doing that, keep that going. What you want to do is when you're hurting, you want to keep some of these activities in your schedule to help you heal that pain when that hurt is there. You don't want to just become still where you begin to dwell on the things that are bothering you. So remember, you don't have to do them all. all of your activities, and you don't have to do it like you are working out and training for the Olympics. Just do a little bit. Try that. Another thing that we were talking about when it came to healing and the healing process is we were going to talk about worthiness. And sometimes we bring it about ourselves by the way what we're thinking, or others make us feel unworthy. That is a time when you're rethinking if you're really doing things the right way. Did I do them the right way? Oh my gosh, I didn't do something right. Remember, you can't second guess. You do the best you can and then move on. You need to tell yourself when you're in this place is to just, you know what, believe in yourself and have the faith that you had. Don't let someone else steal your joy. That's what I'm learning right now. This is something that I'm kind of going through. A strategy that I realized is you can't think of two things at the same time. If I'm thinking about giraffes, let's just say giraffes, and I'm thinking about how they eat, how they live, I can't think about something negative while I'm thinking about that. So that is my point. You can't think of two things at the same time. So keep your thoughts positive and keep the negative out. If you do start thinking about your giraffes and then the negativity pops in, realize it and then just say no. Go back to thinking about your giraffes or whatever it was you were thinking about. You need to give yourself space from people telling you of your worthiness. If those people are putting you down and making you feel sad or hurt about it, just keep your distance from them. Give yourself some space from that kind of energy. People saying these things are usually hurting themselves. They're usually hurting or they're going through something themselves. So that's something that we should really think about, respect, and there's a little mercy that we can throw in there to help our own hurt. We have a little mercy for the other person who's doing this to us. It might help us to realize what's actually going on. So I was going through this feeling of unworthiness. I was all of a sudden told I wasn't working enough during the summers. It made me think back, well, I was bringing up my children in the summers, 24/7, working summer schools, tutoring, staying home with my children when they were younger. And it made me at first start to doubt all those years and everything that I did with my girls. But then I had to be realistic and think, well, I was there for them. I have one who is working and finishing her PhD and one who received her MBA this May. So I had to go back and think those positive things and simply say, I worked very hard, and sometimes the payoff is those types of things and not monetary. And that's just something that we're going to have to remember when people try to put us down that way. So while going through this myself, my recommendations are to first let the hurt out. Cry, let it out. Don't push it down with food. Don't push it down with alcohol. Don't bottle it all up. Cry, let the emotions out. When they surface, let them out. Do some journal writing about your feelings. You can even write it on paper and then burn it, or crumple it up, or rip it up, whatever makes you feel better. Remember to keep your meditation happening. If you think about it, that's why we meditate. A lot of times we're meditating when things are going okay. We're like, I should meditate. It's really your practice of being still and listening and remembering how to get into that peace and calmness. So now, like myself, I need that meditation to help me get back there. So I'm going to meditate. This is what, remember, like I said, we were training for this. Meditation has taught us how to sit in the hurt. That's pretty big. You will see how it leaves you, meaning you will see the different grades of the hurt. It might be at a 10, then it might be down to a 7, 5, and so on. You'll see the difference, and keep doing the things you were doing before. Keep your walk, whatever you were doing. I was walking, then I would come home and do a 15-minute yoga stretch. Then I would go up to the pool, do some laps. Simple, 6, 8, 10 laps, very simple. And then eat good food. I was staying away from processed food, trying to do well. And then when this hurt and feeling came up, it dawned on me, I need to stay healthy. And it has really helped. I missed a yoga here and there, or I switched the yoga with the walk. I've put my bike ride in because I enjoy bike riding, so I thought it would bring my smile back a little. Do things like that. You will see how it leaves you, and then try to let it go. Say goodbye to it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for reminding me how worthy I am. Remind me how to meditate and why I am always meditating, and why I am putting these fun things into my schedule. It's for these times. Recognize your gifts. I know my gifts are teaching little ones, helping others. And I knew my gifts back then where I could bring up children, raise children, do all the housework, do all the cooking. I did it. And I don't have a bank account filled with money to show it, but I do have some really wonderful, awesomely raised daughters. So recognize your gifts and just keep sticking with that. And most of all is take time for you. You really need to put yourself first. Get that extra rest that you need, and do things like this. Hey, I knew if I kept tossing and turning, I probably wouldn't fall asleep until 3 or 4. And then I would have to get up at 6. And then I was planning on going down to the beach, and I'd have to rush down there and, change your schedule around a little. So I did that this morning. I did this, and now I'm going to have some tea, some chamomile tea, and finish listening to my meditation music and try to get some rest. So for all of you who are starting your Saturday, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your day. If you have any other questions, please put them right down. I'll be more than happy to go over them with you. I'm not sure when I'm going to do some more of these. Maybe I will do one in September and one in October. That's what I'm thinking, feeling it out. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who listen and view. Please share this with anybody that you think may need it. That's why I'm doing it, just to help. That's why I'm here. So this is Pilar Kellenbarger with Collecting Our Angels and Nurturing Our Children.